Oh, so now they get it. Now they finally understand. Welcome back. You beautiful architects of chaos. You misunderstood strategists. You silent players who've been operating on a level they couldn't comprehend. Yeah, you, the one they called impulsive, the one they labeled emotional, the one they swore was spiraling. Funny how the narrative shifts when the smoke clears, isn't it? Funny how crazy suddenly looks like precision when they finally see the board you were playing on while they were stuck on checkers. Let me ask you something. When did you first realize they thought you were losing your mind? Was it when you walked away without explanation? Was it when you stopped arguing back? Was it when you made that move that looked reckless to everyone watching but felt like the only logical choice to you? They panicked, didn't they? Your friends, your family, maybe even people who barely knew you started whispering, started diagnosing, started placing bets on how long until you crashed and burned. But here's what they didn't see. Here's what they couldn't possibly understand because they've never operated at your frequency. You weren't losing control. You were taking it. Every move that looked chaotic was calculated. Every bridge you burned, you checked the wind direction first. Every person you cut off, you'd already run the projection of your life with them still in it, and you deleted that timeline with surgical precision. They thought you were falling apart. You were falling into place. You see, there's a frequency of intelligence that terrifies people because it doesn't announce itself. It doesn't wear credentials. It doesn't need approval from the committee. It just moves. And when it moves, it looks insane to people still trying to predict outcomes using the same broken formulas they've been taught since birth. You stopped playing by their rules, and they called it a breakdown. You started playing your own game, and they called it madness. But madness and genius, they've always lived in the same house, haven't they? The only difference is the scoreboard at the end. Let's rewind the tape. Let's go back to that moment, that specific moment when you made the choice that made everyone question your sanity. Maybe you quit the job that looked perfect on paper, but was draining your soul like a slow poison. Maybe you ended the relationship that everyone said was so good for you, but felt like drowning with an audience. Maybe you disappeared for months without posting, without explaining, without performing the mandatory social media circus that proves you're still alive and participating. They called it erratic. They called it self-destructive. Some of them, the ones who really thought they knew you, they called it a cry for help, with that condescending concern dripping from their voices like they were narrators in your tragedy. But you weren't crying for help. You were eliminating distractions. You weren't breaking down. You were breaking through. And the most beautiful part? You didn't need them to understand. You didn't need their permission, their blessing, or their damn opinion. Because here's the thing about calculated risk that safe people will never comprehend. It looks identical to recklessness from the outside. The person who jumps without a visible parachute and the person who jumps knowing exactly where they'll land, they look the same midair. But one of them studied the physics. One of them ran the numbers in the dark while everyone else was asleep, dreaming small dreams in their comfortable cages. You were that person. You are that person. And now they're starting to see it. Now the results are rolling in. Now the life you're building, the person you've become, the peace you're walking in, it's undeniable. And suddenly their tune changes. Suddenly it wasn't crazy. Suddenly it was brave. Suddenly you weren't reckless. You were taking a leap of faith. Suddenly, the same people who questioned your sanity are asking for advice, asking how you did it, asking if you can help them make their own bold moves. But you know what's really happening here, don't you? You know what this recognition actually means? It means they're finally catching up to a decision you made months ago, maybe years ago. They're finally arriving at the conclusion you reached while they were still debating in the group chat. They're finally seeing the vision you had when there was nothing but darkness and your own conviction.